Hey, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Dirk here, GC Blues 45. We had 6 games on the dot last night. And folks, when I get done with this video, I'll be doing the next video because I gotta work again. That's right, I gotta work again. I got another 10 to 2. It's the last one, but odds are I'll probably do another pregame report the the night of, because we got some early games we got to do and a bunch of other stuff. So let's get right into it. Remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, give me that thumbs up doodle. It's very important. Helps to keep the channel going. So let's get going. Starting off with the game that was in Finland, Dallas at home. Well, they weren't at home. They are the home team taking on the Florida Panthers. Entering this matchup, Florida was 7-3-1 and 15 points. Dallas was 7-2-0 and 14 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Florida Panthers beat the Dallas Stars by a score of 6-4. Shots on goal were Panthers 28, the Stars 36. Panthers had 36 saves with the Stars 22. Florida was 1 for 2 on the power play with Dallas 0 for 3 on the power play. By the way, Florida has now won 4 in a row. Very good going. What did I think of this game? I think this game was pretty good. Counting that, Florida is the second best team in the East. And actually, they're the best team in the East. I should say they are the best team in the East. They're doing great. For the team that's the defending Stanley Cup champions, and that I predicted will really just make the playoffs. They're doing great despite having a few losses, key losses going into the season. Um, they look great. To tell you the truth, but good hard fought battle by both teams. Both teams really did a good job battling it out, but Florida wanted it more, so good going. Next was the Islanders at Buffalo. Entering the matchup, New York Islanders was 3-5-2 and 8 points. Buffalo 4-5-1 and 9 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the New York Islanders beat the Buffalo Sabres by a score of 4-3. Shots on goal were the Islanders 36, the Sabres 35. Both teams had 32 saves, and both teams was 1 for 4 on the power play. Okay, let's say about this one. Once again, another good hard-fought battle by both teams. Um, I think the Islanders wanted it more, and despite that, both teams were in the negative. You know, had negative money lines, but the Islanders were favored. So I think that's why New York won. The Islanders won. So yeah, so way to go. Next was Ottawa and the New York Rangers. Entering the matchup, Ottawa was 5-4-0 and 10 points. The New York Rangers 6-2-1 and 13 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Rangers beat the Senators by a score of 2-1. Shots on goal were Rangers 18, Sens 41. Rangers had 40 saves with the Sens 16. The New York Rangers were 1 for 2 on the power play with Ottawa 0 for 5 on the power play. Let's say about this one. But New York, the Rangers did a great job. Both teams hard fought battle. Highlights are currently now on NHL Network on the show on the fly. This looked like a good hard fought battle between both teams, and it was pretty much. And New York just really physically outplayed Ottawa. The score was close together. I think um, you could tell that New York wanted it more. So way to go by the Rangers, and they won. Next, the league's best Ottawa. I'm sorry, the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Entering this matchup, Winnipeg was 9-1-0 and 18 points. Columbus 5-3-1 and 11 points. And Ottawa wins again by, Winnipeg wins again by a score of 6-2. Shots on goal were the Jets 44, the Jackets 22. The Jets had 20 saves with the Jackets 38, and both teams were 1 for 2 on the power play. League best 10-1. After their first loss, the Jets have now won 2 straight. This is really looking good. The Jets are really looking strong this year. Um, and I think they got a good chance of really winning it. Doing good, but it's still early in the season. We're 11 games in. Anything can happen. So that's why I'm saying right now, you never know, but you gotta wish both teams luck. Um, Columbus was just not having the heart. They didn't have the heart to do it. They just couldn't muster up enough wins, courage. So that's why they lost. Um, yeah. So right now, Winnipeg is the best team, but anything can happen, folks. You know, it's still early in the season. Winnipeg, they can go down, and it's still a young season, so anything can happen. I keep saying that, and it's true. Next was Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Internet matchup: Tampa Bay was 7-3-0 and 14 points. Minnesota 6-1-2 and also 14 points. Um, and at the end of 16 minutes, not 16 minutes, 60 minutes, the Minnesota Wild beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, by a score of 5-3. Shots on goal were the Wild 22, the Lightning 30. The Wild had 27 saves with the Lightning 17. Minnesota was 0 for 2 on the power play with Tampa 0 for 4 on the power play. Good game by both teams, as always. Minnesota just outplayed Tampa. That's basically what happened. Um, Minnesota was ready for them, and Tampa wasn't. So, what can I say? And finally, New Jersey at Calgary entered the matchup. New Jersey was 7-4-2 and 160 and 16 points. Calgary 5-4-1 and 11 points. And at the end of 16 minutes, Calgary beat the New Jersey Devils by a score of 3-0. It's a Pepsi Zero Sugar shutout. That's right. It's a Pepsi Zero Sugar shootout. Shutout. Shots on goal were Calgary, the Flames 32, the Devils 22. Flames had 22 saves with the Devils 29. Calgary was 0 for 4 on the power play with New Jersey 0 for 3 on the power play. Very good going by the Flames. Good game. They really outplayed New Jersey. I think New Jersey just did not have the heart in them to play, but they fought hard. They fought diligently. So I got no complaints. Um, what can I say? That Calgary wanted it more. They were the underdogs, but the underdog prevailed. Just like in Minnesota, the underdog prevailed. So that's how did I do last night? I went 4-2-0. That's not bad, and that gives me 4 more wins. Now to put me at 46, 23, and 4 for the year. Tell me what you guys think. My record. You never know what can happen. And 11 games on the dock for later today. And I'll get going on that when this is being uploaded. And since we made it to the end of this video, folks, if you had not subscribed yet, folks, hit that subscribe icon. It's right there. It's right there. Click on it, and you can be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking the bell icon. Okay? And as always, folks, I love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until then, peace.